Hi, so this how are you doing? Welcome to Naya. Sim, thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across a video of a white man saying how disgusted he is over their behavior. How wherever they enter that there is always problem, and which is true. Anything they touch, anything they touches is either it crumbles, it dies, and all that. And they are taking pride in it. They are not seeing anything wrong with some certain things going on. They are not understanding that they are being used. I have never seen people that have lived in their own country. Okay, they are settlers, but they claim it is their land, right? But they have been in that same land and they do not even know how their government work. Are you sure the land is yours? Because there is need for you all to have introspection to know if you guys know what you are doing or not. But at this point, you and I know it's obvious. Anywhere you all enter, there is problem. Check around. You all have been beating black people for so long, right? Not just only that, you all do not want to see people that look like me progress. Because when I knew something was going to happen was when I heard that man, that bald-headed man, said that they want to make it a better place. Let's get.
Hey, so breaking news. White people ain't shit. Just kind of felt like saying that. I mean, what do you really say after that? There's nothing to follow up. White people ain't shit. But it's true, though, if you think about it. Like, what group of people is more racist than us, more hateful than us? What group of people do you know that started over 100 plus race massacres and have stripped everything from other groups of people of color, black people, however you want to categorize, and never pay it back? Ever. I mean, take everything they own, properties, businesses, family. Use their like, lynch them and do unspeakable acts to them. Use their skin for shoes and wallets and belts and hats. Use their teeth to, to replace ours. Use their hair to stuff chairs and shit. Or take pictures of these lynchings and put them on postcards and send them across states or the U.S. to your family and friends as a way to joke and shit. Like, I just made me sick, dude. I hate us. I do. I really hate us. I mean, just strip everything and not pay it back. And be so hateful and so spiteful to the point that we put literature in contracts, especially with these insurance companies, that will prevent us from having to pay these people back as long as we call them riots, not massacres. Like, there's nobody more hateful than us. Take. A little bit of violence, a lot of bit of violence sprinkled in. Take some more. Whether that's people's fucking property or people's inventions. White people love taking credit for shit they never invented, but a brother or sister did. And we pay nothing back. Or you one of the cool ones, so to speak. And you take from the culture and you don't contribute nothing back. You're no different. You're no fucking different. Or the ones that get mad when people call white people out as a whole, like you get triggered or something. And you feel like you got to defend the white race. Put your white knight suit on and shit. Like, maybe you should take inventory on what it is that makes you feel like you got to take up for white folk when people speak on us as a whole. What have you done? What have you said? Why do you feel guilty? Why do you feel like you're targeted in this? Why is it someone like me can sit here and join in on conversations against white people and not feel offended one fucking bit, but people like you do feel offended? I don't know. Maybe because you did some shit and I ain't. I mean, I'm just saying. We just ain't shit. I don't know how else to say it. And then the way we excuse racism. Oh, it was just one bad day. That was a long time ago. Bitch, so? So? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Never atoned for it. Been ducking and dodging accountability since that incident. Pretty sure that wasn't the first time you said it. Ain't some shit you just pop off at the top of the mouth randomly. No, that's who you are. It's ingrained in your DNA. It's what the shit you partake in behind closed doors. Motherfucker, I'm from the Bible Belt and a conservative household down here in the South. I know what dog whistles are. I know the conversations that take place behind closed doors, fam. Had a racist ass stepdaddy. Confederate shit and all. I know, bro. I see that shit. I cannot stand my people. I hate how fake we can be, too. We love to say we ain't racist because our friend's black. One of the good ones that we like to call them. One of the ones that fall in line with how we think and how we feel and vote how we vote. But I'll be damned if you decide to change your way of thinking. See exactly where that gets you. You're going to really see how we feel about you then. I hate our people. I really do. There's nobody like us. And nobody plays the victim card quite like white people. And you think that you can just wake up one day and decide to change your beliefs and be like, I don't fuck with these racist crackers no more. I'm with y'all now. Hell no. Just like I told Trump people not too long ago, stay where the fuck you at. Stay over there. Keep your white hood energy over there. Just because you done dyed your shit red doesn't make you any less of a white hood than it was before, bro. I just don't like my people.
It happened to DC, especially during the civil rights period, was that protesters that were bussed up here stayed here. The city was burned to the ground. This happened during massive riots throughout the 60s and 70s. Mass swaths of the city were torched and were never really rebuilt. It is one of the worst, most racist narco states and welfare states imaginable. In that neighborhood that I would walk every single day, racial epithets were screamed at us, rocks were thrown at us because we were white people. This city is a sunken place. It is an unsafe place. I mean, if that's what happens to me, imagine what happens to somebody who's like visiting.
Boy, them meat riding MAGA is out their goddamn mind. They is out their goddamn mind. Boy, you talk about DC, one of the most affluent black city in the country, the 60s, the 70s. That's not even what happened in DC. The free slaves came up after they took Robert E. Lee's house and lived in Arlington, and they built the roads around the Pentagon when they was building the Pentagon and pushed them into DC. And DC was built by a black man. DC, the architecture, the roads, built by black men, freed slaves. Benjamin Banneker. Are we for real right now? Whole city built by black people, brick by brick, from the architecture to the plans to the roads to the writings, everything down from Arlington all the way down to Washington, D.C., the most affluent black families. I'm talking about dandyism up and down U Street, all the way up until the 80s, where the CIA wanted to drop that rock in the neighborhood. And even then, after that, the most affluent black county in the country was PG County, and now Charles County. All black people in the D.C. area. Number 1, Charles County. Number 2, PG County. City, D.C. So, this is what we be talking about when we say they be trying to paint black people out as a monolith. We used to still pull us. Shut the fuck up! Response from some of y'all DC natives is real life disturbing, young. It's real life disturbing because what y'all not understanding is just because your personal experience with violence and the youngins and this and that, DC is not even top 25 on the most violent cities list. So for them to be federalizing and using the militarization of DC police and DEA, ATF, all the other acronyms, the National Guard coming in, over militarizing a community for violence has never stopped anything. Pushing the homeless away from having a tent and a just safe place to sleep has never been ever helped the community, ever. And what y'all not understanding is, y'all talking about well, we need to do something to fix our community. If the government really cared about y'all to fix y'all community, all of that money to send in the DEA, the ATF, the National Guard, every single one of them dollars would have went to bettering the community. Because you can put more money into DC police force. You can put more money into the educators. They putting money into ICE pockets. They paying off student loans for people to join ICE, but they can't pay off the student loans for DC public school teachers. DC public school teachers could be getting their education further by getting a master's degree or a PhD so that they can further the education and have better examples in the community for sections like Ward 8, which these teachers really want to further their education, but they don't have the money to do so. But y'all putting the money in the pockets to pay off student loans for people to come work for ICE, FBI, DEA, ATF. What y'all not understanding is the money that they pay for the National Guard to come in there and actually take away these homeless folks' tents, to bulldoze some tents. That money that they pay for that National Guard to come, that could have paid to shelter some people. That could have paid for some workforce initiatives. That could have paid for a community center. All of y'all talking about some, oh, well, these youngins going crazy, this and that. No, we need more community events. We need more community centers. We need more workforce initiatives. I know that DC has a lot of programs, but if y'all really wanted to put some money towards something, it wouldn't be towards militarizing a city. That never in the history of ever has it ever been a good idea to militarize, over-militarize, and over-police a community that is already trying to progress. DC is not the best place in the world, but it's already in the motion of progression. What are y'all not understanding? If y'all wanted them to come out there and do something for them, get them kids something to do, put them in a community center, give them tech programs, give them plumbing, electrician programs. Start working their brains earlier. From the age of 10, you could be training these kids to start working in the different initiatives. Y'all not really trying to help these. You put therapy in the community. You put therapy for these parents' substance abuse programs, for these parents that's on substances. And the reason y'all keep on saying, oh, well, these parents need to go ahead and parent their kids. They not raising their kids. Some of these parents is on substances. They need more programs to help them out so they can be a better parent in their own household. Y'all not understanding because y'all scared on y'all own people. Y'all scared of black people. A woman on here talking about some, well, I lived in the Van Ness area for years and the crime has never been as bad as now. I live in the Shaw area. Man, shut the... Hey, Slim. Hey. If y'all don't never go down Ward 8, Ward 7, if you stay in Ward 3 your whole life, and this is coming from somebody who lived all over the DMV, and I done been in Wardolph, PG, Virginia, everywhere. And I've seen every single area and how everything operates. Y'all not understanding that the programs is not enough. If y'all want to put more money, if y'all want to put more government spending more dollars into this city to make it a cleaner and safer space, then put more money into homeless shelters, workforce initiatives, substance abuse programs, community events, community centers, after school programs, college. These kids could be going to college. As a senior in high school, you could spend a half a day going to UDC after school. Y'all not understanding. Y'all talking about these parents need to raise their kids. How about you get some initiatives for the parents? How about more money into violence disruptors down on the south side? Y'all not really caring about y'all community for real. Y'all don't give a fuck. And another thing I just wanted to add, I just seen a video of this woman saying the people that's coming in these government agencies, these federal police and agencies, they've never grew up in these type of communities a day in their life. So when they start profiling people, they look at, oh, this is what the neighborhood look like, this is what the people look like, this is what the criminals look like. And then they see your 12-year-old son. That's what they see is that picture that they showed them. Your 12-year-old son that got straight A's. Your husband that's coming home from working at DC Water Factory. Your husband that's coming home from working his government job. That's what they looking at. They seeing him and profiling him, and he look just like what they said the criminals look like. All these nonprofits, all these violence disruptors, all of these big brother programs, all these big sister programs, all of these programs to help the youth in the city, but the federal government didn't look at that and say, let's put some more funding into that. Before you come on the app and talk down on your own people, I need y'all to do a history lesson, do a deep dive on politics, look up authoritarianism, look up federalization of the military, look up federalization of cities, look up Peter Thiel, look up everything that's going on with our government, what they trying to do. Look up the mayors of these cities that he's trying to take over. Baltimore, Oakland, LA, Chicago, New York, DC. Look up the mayors, they all got something in common. Y'all not really trying to look deeper into it. All you trying to say is these youngins going crazy. I want y'all to real live do a deep dive and get some education and do a background of what's really going on. I know y'all don't really have no idea about politics, but when I was growing up, our aunts, our uncles, our grandparents knew a lot about politics in DC. And I don't see that same thing, that trickle down effect. Somebody gotta be the unks now. I guess we gotta do.
That oppressors all over the world seem to forget is that every action does have a reaction. That's kissing cousin to karma and the law of sowing and reaping. Here in the United States, Black Americans, we know that this nation has never been great. It has always been divided. It is corrupt, and that it has always been a sham, because it has purported to be a bastion of freedom and democracy to the rest of the world. But that facade has been ripped away, particularly in the era of the felon in chief. And until the United States of America acknowledges its foundational sin of chattel slavery, apologizes for it, and make reparations, it will never be whole, it will never be great, and it will never live up to the ideals that it espouses. But here's something else too. All of the Black Americans who have been targets of domestic terror, including lynchings, being unalived by so-called law enforcement, being disappeared, the sundown towns, the drowned towns, all the race massacres, all that has done is continue to radicalize us. And now, in the era of the felon in chief, even new generations. All of these companies that have capitulated to the felon in chief and have gotten rid of their DEI programs and have disrespected Black Americans, I guess they forget that we make up a significant portion of their customer base. They're going to be reminded very soon. We will not forget that. I also want to talk about the racialized violence that our communities have always been subjected to. People who have committed this violence really do think that they can put on the guise of being decent, respectable human beings, go back to the suburbs and resume their lives, hug on their spouses and their children, hop, skip, and jump with their grandkids, go to their churches, go back to their places of business and work, and think that they are never going to face any type of repercussions for what they have done overseas, where there has been ethnic cleansing and genocides in places like Bosnia, in the Congo, and the Sudan, and of course in Gaza. Do we really think that these survivors of these heinous acts are not radicalized, and that their children are not now radicalized? Remember, we just recently bombed Iran. And it may not be 2 years from now. It may not be 5 years from now. It may not be 10 years from now. But there's going to be a response. People remember. I want everyone to just think about this sobering fact. One of the biggest consequences of everything that has gone on since that orange creature descended down those golden escalators and Project 2025 was exposed is that, again, more oppressed people are now radicalized. And folks who are complicit in the oppression and violence against oppressed people, you are going to face a reaction to what you have done. Rest assured.
The truth is that you and I know how harmful these people are. The people that woke up and said that it is this administration that they want to vote for, I am sure everybody's saying what is going on. The truth is that the people that voted and people that did not vote are also going through the same thing, because some people, I remember sometimes people asking, Black people, why are Black people not reacting to everything going on? Black people are reacting, but in the midst of that reaction, excuse me, black people already told you people how tough it was going to be. So they knew what was waiting for everybody if he wins. He won with your vote, not my people's vote, with their votes. And now you all can see how amazing it's been, because so far it's really been amazing for everybody. And now it is homeless. Where is it that he has not touched? He has literally put hands everywhere. Black people, he is looking for a way to beat you people outside. Now, Washington, D.C., it's really very unfair that life is not easy. They are making the life harder for people. Some people are sleeping in their cars because they do not have where to sleep. And now they are making it even harder. Let's assume that all this money this government has been giving all out, that there are shelters that can shelter people, or there is accommodation where people can pay, not too expensive, subsidized. All these things were what Kamala Harris had in plan for literally everybody, not just for people that look like me. Because I remember seeing people say, but she was only going to do it for black people. She was ready for everybody. She was ready for everybody. People are trying so hard to survive. Some cannot pay rent. They decided to live outside. They are being taken away. It's really very tough already. It's tough. And I read comments of white people saying that Trump is doing the right thing, get them off the street. And the truth is that there are some other white people that are also ready to check their people out. They were like, but are those people really affecting you? Are they disturbing you? Are they doing anything to you? Is there something that they are taking away from you? Where is the Epstein's file? Where is it? Bye for now.